Morning, everybody. What a fantastic event, and isn't it sort of, well, a symbol of our times that everybody's talking about AI. And the previous speaker is from a traditional bank, and I'm up here, a startup bank, a new bank, talking about how I think banking is going to change. After 35 years in traditional banking, I'm a computer scientist by background. I quit the traditional banks in order to start a new bank because I believed that data was going to change the way banking was done, the value chain of banking, and it was going to free up data to be used for the customer rather than against them. I had big roles in big banks, running billions of budget on technology. But I realized a huge amount of stuff could be done if we actually started from scratch. One clicker. Okay. The concept of Starling started in 2014. And this new bank was going to be very, very different. Each and every time somebody made a transaction, whether a card transaction or a payment transaction through faster payments or whatever, we would collect lots and lots of data. And we would put this data together in huge data sets, collecting data like it's never been collected before. And when we have enough data, we would use that data with machine learning and artificial intelligence to give the customers insight. Insight into whether they have enough money until the end of the week, the end of the month, the end of the year, or the end of their life. And we would share that data using PSD2, the new regulations for payment services, using open APIs into a marketplace. And this marketplace would be inhabited by the very best financial services products from other providers. And today at Starling, we have providers offering mortgages, we have providers offering wealth management solutions, loyalty solutions, and insurance products. But the difference between us and everyone else is that we believe that data should be owned by the customer and shared by the customer and not the bank. We believe, and I personally have experience, of 20, 30 years where banks have used data against customers to sell them products. And customers are now very different. They have access to information. They understand the world much better from the information they have. And they want to be able to share that data in a way that they can control it and have benefit themselves from that data. So what is Starling all about? We built our technology stack from scratch. And like other new banks on the block, we didn't believe in buying technology in. Starling is about engineering, it's about software engineering, it's about data science. Starling believes in actually leading with technology. We're the first bank to automatically provision our cards, Apple Pay and Google Pay. We were the first bank to have mobile solutions for current account switching. And we were the first bank in Europe to actually have PSD2 compliant APIs. In the next couple of years, I believe the value chain of banking will break up. You'll have certain banks focusing on back-end solutions, providing account services, and you'll have certain banks and certain providers providing apps, and they'll be joined by APIs where the customer can choose how to share their data in a very controlled way. But the next step goes even one step further. That app disappears and it becomes integrated into big tech such as Amazon or Google or Facebook or whatever. So banking's going to change, and eventually banking will become invisible. I believe the whole payment mechanisms by which you buy services will change. You'll no longer go into an app and actually decide to pay for some goods. You will actually be going into shops, picking things up on the shelves, walking out and have a feeling of whether you have enough money or not. In 2014, I started this journey to start a very, very new bank. At the end of 2015, I raised the biggest ever seed round in Europe of £48 million, $70 million, from an investor that believed in data, a data scientist, an algorithmic trader who believed that with the power of data, we could transform people's financial lives. We are now doing the research to bring all that data to life, so that we can actually deliver that real difference in financial engagement to a larger and larger population of people. So, Starling Bank, we're at the start of a journey. We're a fully licensed bank. We have hundreds of thousands of customers growing every day. We have business accounts, and we provide services to businesses on a B2B basis. But we're all about experimentation. We're all about technology. And we're all about figuring out whether we can make people's lives better with the power of technology. Thank you very much.